Ooh. Hello, YouTube. Time for some more XD. Gale of Darkness. Let's see what we got going. Aha, so the last thing we did was some battle bingo, and we went and scoured the earth for battle CDs. And I think we've basically found all of them, minus, like, the ones that we can't get yet. So, let's go and do them. We'll just be going from top to bottom. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 battle CZs to do. And then some of these unlock more because they're like dual-sided. And it seems like most of them are 3-star. These first couple are going to be... These first couple are going to be 2-star. So let's see what we can get going here. Okay, we got a Clefairy and a Clefable versus an Aggron. In Gen 6 and later, this would be more scary because we'd be very weak to steel, but not this time. So we got a Clefairy with Meteor Mash, Protect, and Solar Beam. We have a Clefable with Cosmic Power, Moonlight, Follow Me, and Sunny Day. And then we have an Aggron with Iron Tail and Double Edge. So the only Pokemon that can do any damage is Clefairy. Meteor Mash, I wouldn't think would do very much because Aggron just has such high defense. It would technically be normal effective, but I have my doubts. And then we have Clefable, who can set up the Sunny Day. So probably first turn what we do is we protect with Clefairy, set up the Sunny Day, and then we just start blasting off Solar Beams. And using Follow Me to protect Clefairy is probably all we do. I feel like I have never really used a Clefable in Gen 3 much. I think I've maybe used one in like Gen 4 some. Because it's kind of cool there. And then like in Gen 5 it gets a really good ability for protecting itself from everything but like damaging moves, basically. It was like a proto good as gold ability. I'm trying to remember what the actual difference even is, because good as gold is like even better. I feel like good as gold protects you from anything that's like not damage, right? Well, oh, what's it called? Magic Guard like protects you specifically from damage. Like I'm pretty sure like if you have a Magic Guard Clefable who like gets poisoned, like it's not gonna take damage from the poison, it's not gonna take damage from Sandstorm. None of this applies in like you know, Gen 3. I don't even think it applies in Gen 4. I'm gonna have to review all that. Anyways, I think we need to protect with Clefairy and set up the Sunny Day. If Clefairy goes down, we cannot win the battle. Okay, we're faster than the Aggron. Okay, let's Solar Beam. And Follow Me. Oh, wow, it missed. Yep, we just gotta do that a couple times. Okay, if it does that much to Clefable... then it would surely be able to just murk the Clefairy. He missed again. I'm curious if he didn't miss... my Clefable would have been dead last turn, and then he would have been able to get a hit on the Clefairy. And if he does that much to Clefable, I think he'd be able to one-shot Clefairy, but maybe I'm just totally off on that. Woohoo, a full heal. Oh yeah, that's true. Like, maybe I alternate Protect with Clefairy, and then he'll try to hit Clefairy, it'll Protect, and then maybe Clefable can do, like, Cosmic Power or something. I'm going to look at this again. Oh, right, yeah, we've got Moonlight as well, so we can totally heal. And or use Cosmic Power. Yeah, there's probably like a more optimal for sure way to like get by this. I also wanted to see if Clefable was like holding Bright Powder or something, so that he was missing more often, but it seems like not. One hit wonder, wipe out all the Pokemon in a single shot. Oh boy. This is quite the team we're against. But here's the thing. We have to kill all 6 Shedinja, and we have a 1-turn limit. So, there's a trick to this. And I think I know what it is. I think Cacturne needs to use Sandstorm. That will kill both Shedinja at the end of the turn. No. Cacturne has to set up spikes, because spikes will kill any Shedinjas that come in. And then Macargo can use Sandstorm. Or Rock Slide. Rock Slide could maybe work, but like Sandstorm will for sure work. Yeah. Frickin', this is gonna be a funny one. Like, people always say, like, anything will knock out a Shedinja, even Sandstorm. And this is what they mean. And in Gen 3, when switch-ins occur right away, like, the turn does not progress, funny stuff like this can happen. I'm trying to think what would happen in Gen 4. The Sandstorm would occur. Technically, turn 2 would start. He would send in both Shedinjas. They would die on the spikes immediately. Would then it be considered the start of turn 3 when he sends in the next Shedinjas? And, like, I'm just trying to think if you would even get a chance to input moves for a second turn or not. I don't know. But what I do know is in Gen 3, for sure what's about to happen here. Is they're all just gonna die all within 1 turn. Oh shit. That does a lot to Cacturn. I would have never guessed that it would kill. It's quite effective, but gosh. The quick frame of Makarga's reaction to this situation. Yeah, the sandstorm has to resolve. Oh, man. You think you're invincible with 6 Shedinja, but really you're just very susceptible to certain things. What was also interesting is, like, I'm trying to think if you were the player and you were choosing, okay, which Pokemon am I going to send in because my Pokemon fainted. I think that you have to make both selections before they actually come out. But the way that that was looking is if the NPC was just, like, sending out a Shedinja, it dies. He sends out another Shedinja, it dies. I'm just trying to think, like, if you were the player and that happened to you, like, both your Shedinja died to Sandstorm, you probably select 2 Pokemon, and then the animation plays of you sending them out. And I guess, like, maybe, like, they both wouldn't come out. One would come out, and part of them coming out is they die. What I'm trying to think is, would both of them come out and die before you get the selection of, like, okay, now send out 2 more? Or would you have to send out 1 at a time? I actually don't know. Just really fun situations. Womp that, Wobbuffet. Counter or Meerkout. Okay, so we're against a Wobbuffet. It's using Counter and Meerkout, and has leftovers. It's a single battle also. Then we have Roselia. We got Sludge Bomb, Magical Leaf, Sweet Scent, Bullet Seed. Okay, so that's iffy. The grass moves are special. The poison move is physical. Sweet Scent, I mean, we can sit there and Sweet Scent all we want. For what good that might do. And then we have Skitty with Feint Attack, Charm, Assist, and Double Slap. Charm doesn't do anything but waste turns. Feint Attack would do super effective damage, but it would be a special move. Double Slap would do damage and be a physical move. Assist is interesting. I wonder if this is supposed to teach me that, like, you can't counter assist or something, because assist is going to use a move that from a Pokemon in your party. So if we let Roselia die before we send in Skitty, assist can't do anything. The trick to this one is not clear to me, so let's just try it. Okay, so the weapon vet can't do anything to us unless we do something to it. I'm gonna just switch out, because... No, we actually can't switch out because of the shadow tag. So there's absolutely no way we can get assist to do anything for us, because there's no way to get Roselia out. Unless it dies, I think. Okay, what I'm thinking is maybe we Sludge Bomb, and that's gonna have a chance to poison it. Or maybe we Bullet Seed, and maybe, like, when it uses Mirror Coat, only one of the Bullet Seeds get reflected, not all 5. Let's try that. Okay, so we just did, like, 40-something damage to it. Yeah, Roselia is like... This is like a life-size Roselia. It is tiny, if you've ever looked at its size comparison in the Pokedex. Okay, so it was at 219, and we're bringing it down to 174. Okay, use Mirror Coat. Okay, it totally just Mirror Coats and only does 1 Bullet Seed worth of damage. That's crazy. I feel like that must be a generational mechanic. I feel like if this was a newer generation, this is not how it would work. Also, is it just gonna, like, just straight alternate? Like, can I just switch to Sludge Bomb right now and it's gonna Mirror Coat? No. Yeah, the other cool thing about this game is, like, I feel like we were spoiled early on with, like, the realistic sizing, because if you send out a Wailord in this game, it is Wailord size. Truly. And then we got the 3DS 3D games, and we kind of lost the sense of scale. Yes, we cannot forget or forgive the you know, the flying battles, and the justification for every Pokemon needs to have, like, a flying animation that makes them very rigid. Oh no, we critical hit on the first one. Is it gonna Mirror Coat the critical hit or the second one? I guess we'll never know. Kills us either way. Okay, so now we send in Skitty and we do the same thing with Double Slap. Of course, Double Slap misses. Dang leftovers. Yeah, Xatu... It's supposed to be like this really solemn-looking totem Pokemon. It doesn't even really look like that when it's just, like, standing there flying. Here comes the counter. Oh yeah, we got this in the bag. We just have to keep hitting our double slaps. That's not gonna work. I was reminded of how good Double Slap is in Mystery Dungeon, where it just hits like a ton of times, and like each hit actually does like a ton of damage. You can do it, Skitty. I'm pretty sure assist does not work if your party members are fainted. We're doing so little damage. Maybe we just need to use Feint Attack at this point, just for a guaranteed just finish it off. What just might be Coliseum? I don't know for sure. I'm just like trying to recall from memory. I thought in general it didn't work out if your party is fainted, but maybe it does, and I'm just wrong. Because I didn't even try it. We just got a Hyper Potion. Imagine if they used a Hyper Potion on the Wobbuffet. A salute to meteorologists. Castform has Future Sight, too. Oh, that's funny. Because it's the forecast Pokemon, so it can see the future. Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Thunder, Future Sight. Against a Sunny Day, Overheat Torkoal. A Shadow Ball, Silver Wind, Aerial Ace, Dig, Shedinja, and a Dragon Raging Gyarados, and we have a 4-turn limit. So basically, we have to, in 3 moves, kill these 3 Pokemon, and maybe have like an extra move for being able to use either Future Sight or Rain Dance, I guess? Okay, so we don't have, as far as I can tell, we don't have any way to kill Shedinja. So my guess is that Future Sight has to be the play to kill Shedinja. Like, maybe that works somehow. Maybe it's like typeless damage. Have you never heard of Future Sight? It's just like you use it, and then like 2 turns later, it happens and does damage. Usually, like, enemy Kadabras and Alakazams and, like, Curlias, you will use it on you. So yeah, that's gotta be how you kill the Shedinja. So I guess turn 1 we Future Sight. Turn 2, we Rain Dance. Turn 3, we Weather Ball. Maybe that kills the Torkoal. Shedinja comes in, takes the Future Sight. Oh, that's true. Sunny Day Weather Ball could work. I don't see how we're going to take out the Torkoal without a Rain Dance Weather Ball, though, is the problem. And then turn 4 we Thunder the Gyarados. I'm gonna try this. So Future Sight, Rain Dance, Weather Ball, Thunder. That's my 4 moves that I'm gonna use in that order. This guy's name is so close to a D's nuts joke. Okay, Castform, I need you to see into the future that the Shedinja is dying. I didn't even know that Castform could learn Future Sight. Maybe it's like an egg move. I don't think it's a character limit. Because there are some characters that have normal names. But you are right. They all have a, like, pretty consistently, just, like, very short name. I know for, like, Pokemon and naming your character and stuff, there's seems to be a character limit of 10 characters. Okay, let's see if the Future Sight works on this guy. Sure does. I could see, like, the Japanese release having, like, a very short character limit. I think it is literally, like, 5 Japanese characters, and maybe they thought that was going to be a limitation for English, so they just did it that way, because this was a different developer than, like, the core games on GBA. Or at least it was for Coliseum. I'm sure for XD they had stuff figured out, but they'd already, like, kind of decided kind of the naming, so they just stuck with it. Because, like, the main bad guy in this, his name is Master Greeville. That's, like, more than 5. K18. Farfetch substitute. Watch it flail when in trouble. I think that pretty much tells us what to do. Oh, we're against a Farfetched. So we've got Metal Claw, Aerial Ace, Fury Swipes, and Toxic. And it has just literally substitute and flail. It's also faster than us, so it's probably going to use substitute first turn. So we can't toxic it. Shoot, I don't really know what we're going to do. It can't really do much to us unless we get its HP low. No, any status move does not work through substitute. You're not going to be able to Leech Seed. You're not going to be able to Growl. You're not going to be able to, you know, Paralyze, Confuse, or anything like that. The substitute blocks it all. I feel like I gotta get a Toxic on the Farfetch, though. Yeah, that's why substitute feels so useless as a kid. It's like, oh, I set up a substitute to, you know, like, I use a quarter of my HP to put out a quarter of an HP so that the opponent can just hit it and I waste a turn to do it. Like, what's the point? But it's like, oh, well, if they do anything but attack you, then they're basically, like, wasting their time. I mean, I guess they can set themselves up and stuff, but they're not going to be able to status you in any way. We're just going to have to go into this and see what we can accomplish. Because maybe he just alternates using Substitute and Flail. And maybe if we break the Substitute at the right time, then we can get a Toxic off? I don't know. I'm a little stumped. We can Metal Claw to try to get attack boost for ourselves. Fairy Swipes the thing with a multi-hit move, and I feel like this might be something that's different for different generations, is like, say Fairy Swipes hits 5 times. If your first, like, 2 Fairy Swipes is all it takes to break the substitute, then your remaining Fairy Swipes might start hitting the actual Pokemon. I don't actually even know if that's true. And I don't think an Inkata's Fairy Swipes is going to be able to, like, break the substitute early, per se. Havoc. It was holding the Lychee Berry, so once its HP gets down to a quarter health, it'll eat the Lychee Berry and raise its attack by 1 stage, making its Flail even more powerful. Okay, so it's just gonna substitute, so I'm gonna Fury Swipes. And we'll see if we can bust through this thing. Yes, we can! That leak went really high in the air. Okay. Maybe we Toxic now? No. Fury Swipes. Okay, so Flail doesn't do too much yet. Hit 5 times, Inkata. Okay, I don't think it has enough to... Hold on. What's a quarter of 91? A quarter... So half of 91 is 45, and half of that is 22? So it's barely not in range of... Like, if it was down 1 more HP, it would eat its Lychee Berry. Meaning it also has enough to... If it uses a substitute right now, it'll be down to 1 HP. So 1 more Fairy Swipes that can hit at least 3 times wins us the match, I believe. No! Now it's just gonna flail and murder us. This is not good. This is very bad. We're dead. Bad luck. Bad luck is all it is. Yes, it always rounds down. Okay, good advice. Yep, that would be Fury Swipes. Okay, battle again. Yeah, there was like lots of strategies I remember in Gen 4 with Substitute where it's like, oh, you want to play with your EVs so that you have something that's exactly like not divisible by 4 so that you can use Substitute 4 times and be down to exactly like 1 to 3 HP. If you have something if you have your HP divisible by 4, then you'll use Substitute 3 times and then you won't be able to use it a 4th time because it'll use all your HP. It'll want to. So, that's just like something to keep in mind. Okay, Fury Swipes is the way. Like, kind of the thing I am thinking of is there were always Pokemon that like had a lot of HP that you could get to. Like you wanted to be at 404 HP. Oh, that's a lot of hits. And the reason you want to be at 404 HP is because that means that your substitute that you make has 101 HP. Meaning that your substitute can take a level 100 Seismic Toss from a Blissey. I remember that was like definitely something people did. I remember reading like in the Cerebi forums back in like Gen 3, Gen 4 times. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so many deep mechanics in these old games that, like, just... You're just never going to come across them, like, in a normal playthrough for sure. And then, like, even on the fancy battle facilities or whatever, like, you're never going to come across them. And even in tournaments, like... Especially back here where it's, like, multi-hit moves aren't good. You're not going to, like, use Fury Swipes into Substitute, right? It's just kind of a weird interaction. But then it's relevant later where it's like, oh, we're Gen 5. We have Skill Link. We always hit 5 times. These moves are good now. Now these mechanics that have existed since ye old times are now relevant. It's so cool. Like, it's so cool when you design a game like to be deep and then like maybe things aren't good then, but then it just needs a minor tweak and then it's like, oh, well, now everything's relevant. It's just crazy. No, I'm sad to say that in fact most tournaments actually have species clause. You can't use more than one of the same Pokemon. So 6 Shedinjas on one team was not allowed. Okay, Focus Punch. So we got a Breloom. Oh, we got more substitute strats. See, this is like something that's relevant. Is like you set up a substitute, and they can attack the substitute all they want, but since they're not hitting you, your Focus Punch can go off. So we got Breloom with Focus Punch, Attract, Substitute, and Spore. We have unlimited turns, Double Battle. Ooh, and we have a Clefable with Attract, Follow Me, Focus Punch, and Moonlight. And then we're versus a Swellow that just has Aerial Ace. A Meowth that has Fake Out and Payday. And then a Mankey in the back with Focus Punch. Interesting. So our Breloom is faster. No, our Breloom is speed tied with the Mankey. So that's unfortunate. And then our Clefable is slower. So turn 1, the Meowth is going to fake out somebody. Does Follow Me have higher priority than Fake Out? That I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with it is. I think Follow Me has like incredible priority. And I know the priority system in Gen 3 is maybe slightly different than Gen 4. Like, Gen 4 added more priority levels. But I'm pretty sure in Gen 3 that, like, Extreme Speed has higher priority than Quick Attack. And I think the same goes for, like, Follow Me versus Fake Out. Like, so we're going to try to Follow Me. The Meowth is going to Fake Out the Clefable. The Swellow is going to Aerial Ace the Clefable. When the Swellow is definitely aiming for the Breloom. And the Swellow is also incredibly fast. So Swellow's just going to completely kill Breloom if we let it. So I would think we just Focus Punch, kill the Swellow. And then Meowth at this point is just going to start using Payday. He's kind of like not really a threat anymore. Other than he can, you know, stop a Focus Punch. I'm trying to think if, like, these other moves here, like, we've got Attract, Spore, Substitute. Here's Mankey. He's got Vital Spirit, so we're not going to be able to Spore him. So that's a slight red herring. We could maybe Spore the Meowth. What I'm thinking is, okay, turn 1, turn 1, we Focus Punch the Swellow and Follow Me. The Swellow and Meowth attack the Clefable. The Swellow goes down. The Mankey comes in. It's now the start of turn 2. Mankey is going to go for Focus Punch. The only thing we can hit it with is our own Focus Punch. Our Breloom Speed Ties. However, we could try Attract. And, like, maybe that would cause it to not take its action. I feel like that's maybe a gamble we don't need to take. And I feel like the Mankey is definitely a bigger threat than the Meowth. Another option is that we substitute with Breloom on turn 1. Clefable Follow Me's, both Swellow and Meowth attack Clefable. Clefable then use Follow Me again. Breloom Focus Punches the Swellow. Mankey comes in. Maybe by this time Clefable dies. So then we have only our Breloom, but it's behind a substitute. So we can Focus Punch the Mankey, and then maybe our substitute gets broken. And then at this point we can Spore the Meowth and Focus Punch. That's what I'm going to do. Bixie. At least your name's not Bixby. Okay. All of our planning goes out the window if Follow Me does not go before Fake Out. But I feel like it has to. Okay, if he used it, it did. Yep. Okay. That didn't even do so bad. I would not be surprised if that Meowth model is the exact Meowth model from Pokemon Snap, because all of the Gen 1 Pokemon use the Pokemon Stadium models, and those are from the N64, which is what Snap is from, so I would not be surprised if it's totally the same. Okay, I'm going to Focus Punch the Swellow at this juncture. Clefable, just follow me again. And heck, you might even be able to live. Money! Okay, Focus Punch the Mankey. Just follow me again. Okay, Breloom didn't focus before Mankey. Does that mean we're going to go first, or do we reroll for speed again? Okay, we kill the Mankey before it gets to do anything. That's pretty lucky, I want to say. So we're still behind the substitute, so we can Focus Punch, and Clefable doesn't even have to use Follow Me. Oh, hey, and we get Focus Punch. That's kind of funny. I feel like this is like the first actually useful item we've got. We could teach it to Zeprong. No, we just got rid of Cross Chop on Zeprong, so we don't need to go putting Focus Punch on him. Focus Punch is so hard to use. Bayonet and Plusle, a surprisingly good pair of friends. A single battle with unlimited turns. Yeah, this is true. It would be really cool if all these battle CDs like teach you some mechanic and then they give you an item or TM that's relevant to it. I feel like that'd be freaking epic. So we got Bayonet versus Gyarados. Gyarados has got Dragon Dance and Earthquake and a Salac Berry. That'll raise its speed when its HP gets low. Oh, but we can Psych Up and Snatch and Grudge. Interesting. And then Zangoose has got Shadow Ball, Crush Claw, Swords Dance. Plusle, Encore, Thundershock, Agility, and Charge. The fact this is a single battle is interesting. So Psych Up is going to copy the stat changes. So he's going to use Dragon Dance first turn. We can Psych Up and thus just copy his stat changes, powering up our Shadow Ball. However, I think if we Snatch, we might just be able to steal his Dragon Dance outright. And then Shadow Ball. Because with the Dragon Dance, we'll be faster if we steal it from him entirely. However, we cannot Shadow Ball the Zangoose. The Zangoose is immune. So, with the speed up from the Dragon Dance, maybe we'll be able to get a grudge off, and then Zangoose will Shadow Ball kill us. But we'll be fast enough to get off a grudge, which will, I think, prevent him from using Shadow Ball again. And then maybe he like uses Swords Dance and we use Encore. Thundershock is not a very strong move. Maybe we like Agility. And then we can charge. Yeah, see you later, Isaac. We can charge to power up our Thundershock, but I think that only works like once. Yeah. Anyways, I think I have a strategy. Snatch turn 1. And then Shadow Ball for the kill. And then Grudge. And then Encore, Agility, Charge Thundershock? I don't know. Oh, interesting. I did not account for Intimidate lowering our attack on the first turn. So maybe Psych Up really is the play. So that we can go straight from -1 to +1. I don't know. I'm going to try Snatch. Okay, we are now faster. I don't think he's going to go for Dragon Dance again, so let's go for a Shadow Ball. Doesn't do that much. He does go for a Dragon Dance. I guess we should have snatched. Maybe we can snatch again? Because I don't know, like, I'm afraid. He's now faster than us. So he might just go for Earthquake. I don't know, let's snatch again. Nope. Critical hit, so we don't even get to know if that was enough. Okay. Okay, I mean, Gyarados just uses Earthquake and wins, right? Yeah. I definitely remember being a kid, and just trying these like over and over and over, and them feeling like it's like impossible. But it's just kind of like the best way to learn how these mechanics work is just like you're forced to use these moves, find a solution. It's probably like shaped my knowledge of these games like more than I thought. Okay, so the advice says like, hey, use Snatch. So fine, I guess I will. Now I wonder if he's gonna always go for Dragon Dance 2 times and then start Earthquaking, or if he's gonna like keep Dragon Dancing as long as he's like not strong enough or not fast enough to kill me. Okay, here's the thing, like, we're up to +1 attack, +2 speed. Our Shadow Ball's not going to be enough to kill, but if that Gyarados were to get off another Dragon Dance, we'd still be faster than it. So I think we're safe to try Shadow Ball. Okay, he's going for the dance. And getting more attack on our Bayonet really doesn't matter because we can't attack this Zangoose. We just need to set up this Zangoose as much as we can to, basically have the plus will be able to take it out. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't kill. Okay, so it lost all of its Shadow Ball PP. But it still has Crush Claw. So, I mean, the only thing I can really hope for is hope that it goes for Swords Dance. I'm going to use Agility. Okay, now we can Encore it. And then we can start charging or Thunder Shocking. Okay, so that was a double-upped Thunder Shock. I'm pretty sure Charge only applies one time, so this probably is not going to kill. Correct. The Encore ended, but one more Thunder Shock kills it, so I think we're fine. Otherwise, we could have Encored again. Rare candy. That's rare. Okay, let's save. Because we've been going for about an hour so far. '23 Aerodactyl versus Kyogre. Wait out the storm. So we're a level 49 Aerodactyl against a level 50 Kyogre. Protect, Substitute, Ancient Power, and Rest. We also have a Chesto Berry. It has Hydro Pump, Thunder, Double Edge. So, is it saying, hey, you need to PP stall the Hydro Pumps and Thunders? Is that basically what it's telling me? Because we can use Protect, Substitute, Protect, Substitute, Protect, Substitute, Protect, Substitute, Rest, Protect, Substitute, Protect, Substitute. We can waste a lot of turns. Thunder has 10 PP, Hydro Pump has 5. Yeah, I think we can stall him out down to double edges. Hey kid, let me teach you the age-old art of stall wars. This is Battle CD 23. Does that make it my strategy? I didn't realize I was such a staller. It reminds me, like, one of the first, like, competitive teams I, like, tried to use against, like, somebody online, like, just so that I could learn, I wanted to do something that was, like, I knew that would work. And it was very clear, like, oh, you know, using, like, Blissey and Skarmory is, like, a pretty good strategy. It's, like, 2 walls, it's pretty strong. So, you know, me just trying to learn how a competitive battle, I, like, you know, it takes a long time to train up. A team back then, so it's like, oh, I train up my Blissey, I train up my Skarmory, I train up the rest of my competitive team, and then, like, the very first guy who I, like, find in, like, the Cerebi chat room, like, we get, like, halfway through this battle and he disconnects, and then, like, he's just, like, absolutely raging, and he's like, oh, only... I don't remember anything that he said, but I basically felt, like, really bad, and then, like, I didn't try to battle anybody else, because it's like, oh, I spent all this hard work trying to, like, just get, like, a, you know, what I thought was just, like, a pretty standard team. And then, yeah, just to get discouraged from participating. I don't know. Okay, we're still in the green after 2 substitutes. Oh, Aerodactyl has pressure as well, right? So he's really good at stalling. Yeah, we can't stall out the storm. The drizzle rain will never end. And he's down to double edges. Okay, time to rest up. Man, I wish that I could instantly become fully, like, powered up and regain all my health just by going to sleep. Okay, I'm gonna just stall more while I can. Because I think if I put up a substitute, he's not gonna do enough to break it. No, I guess he does. Okay, we gotta start hitting him at some point. Unless we literally just keep stalling. Okay, what's a quarter of her HP? Okay, we have less than a quarter of of our HP right now. So let's protect. Well, we could just rest. Yeah, I'm gonna protect once. I feel like we need leftovers. I don't know if I'm supposed to stall him out of double edges as well. I wasn't really considering it. I was thinking, oh, we could probably just go. He did 35 HP. Yeah, that's technically just barely over a quarter. Which I guess with rest we can stall out these double edges because he can't quite kill us. Yeah, now he's down to struggle. Okay, now we rest up again. And maybe he'll just struggle himself to death. Critical hit's not good for us, because we need to be able to wake up and rest. That could have actually screwed us. I think we're gonna be okay. But just so. Okay, Kyogre, hit yourself on my doll and perish. Yeah, I would look defeated too if I went through. I don't even remember how many turns that took. Did it take like 23 turns or something? Ridiculous. Mental Herb. Not really related to what we just did, but... Batter down protection. Break the string of protect. Okay, we got a 5-turn limit in double battle. Manetrix got Spark, Charge, Leer, Thunder Wave. Plusle has Baton Pass, Charge, Helping Hand, Spark. And then we got a Ninetales with Protect, Imprison, Flamethrower, and Confuse Ray. Versus a Scizor with Protect and Metal Claw, a Hitmonlee with Protect and Focus Punch, and a Muck with Protect and Sludge. Okay, I mean, I feel like Plusle can just, like, Baton Pass first turn to Ninetales, and then Ninetales can come in and use Imprison. That will stop them from using Protect. And then at that juncture, Manetric can just start using Spark. And then Ninetales can start Flamethrowering. I think that's all. Yeah, I feel like Manetric needs to attack Hitmonlee turn 1, like, just in case it goes for Focus Punch and we need to stop it, right? Unless we are just going to presume that they're going to use Protect this turn, then we can charge. Yeah, this might be stupid, but I'm going to charge. And then instead of swapping, I'm going to have Plusle use Baton Pass, just so that, like, you know, if they're faster and kill Plusle or something, Ninetales isn't going to take any damage. Okay, we made the right call. So Scizor just used Protect. Is it going to double Protect? I kind of don't think it is, but... Yeah, it's not. Okay. Okay, Manectric. They're going to Protect, so let's use Charge. Ninetales, use Imprison. Imprison will go through Protect, because it's technically a move that targets yourself, it just affects the field. There. That's going to make it so that they are not going to be able to Protect on the 5th turn. Maybe I needed to use the Charge Spark on Muck. Because we're on our last turn here, and I just don't know if it's going to be enough. Yeah, it's not. I guess that's what we had to do. But that would mean we would have to ignore the, you know, the actively focus punching Hitmonlee. Because I would think a focus punch would kill one of us, right? I don't know. We'll give it a try. I think that's all we gotta do. The key is to prevent the opponent... Yeah, okay, from using Protect. Okay, yes. The only other difference I could have done is, like, when Ninetales first came in, it could have used Imprison right away. I don't know if that's going to affect the Muck when it comes in, though. We'll just have to see if it is a field effect. Okay, so now they're not going to be able to use Protect next turn. So we get that, but Scizor gets to hit us. That's probably okay, though. Because now this turn, we can just tap that Hitmonlee, Flamethrower the Caesar, and this gives us 2 full turns of being able to hit Muck, assuming that Imprison is still in effect. It seems so. Man, Sludge does so much. Imagine if that was like Sludge Bomb. We would just not survive. Five Lumberries. That's actually pretty decent. Alright, 29. Madcap Magikarp Splash is all any Magikarp does. I don't know about that. So we got 5 turn limit. Magikarps just use Splash. Level 48, 49, 50. Okay. We got a Smeargle with Mind Reader Fissure. Baton Pass. Okay. We got a Spheal with Sheer Cold. And we got a Poliwhirl with Mind Reader and Mimic. Gosh, I don't know about this. Okay, we have to use the Poliwhirl. And the reason I say that is because our levels here are 48, 49, and 50. And their levels are 48, 49, and 50. The only way we have to do damage is Fissure, Sheer Cold, and mimicking one of those. And the way how Fissure and Sheer Cold work is... The way how their accuracy works is it's 30, but with a modifier. Every level that you are above the enemy Pokemon is 1 more added to your accuracy. So if you're level 100 and they're level 30, it actually always hits. Or if they're even lower than that. However, if you are a lower level than them, so if we're 48 and they're 49 or 50, Fissure or Sheer Cold actually cannot hit. It just cannot hit them. It's not like it's 30 minus 1 or 2 or whatever. I'm pretty sure it just will always fail. So, the only way we're going to be able to take out this level 50 Magikarp is for our level 50 Poliwhirl to do something. We only have 5 turns. Let's think through this. If we have Smeargle, and it Mind Readers the first turn on the only Magikarp it can take out. We turn 1 swap out Spheal for Poliwhirl. Now it's turn 2. Turn 2, Poliwhirl's actually faster than Smeargle. So turn... maybe turn 1, Smeargle uses Fissure. On this Magikarp, and it'll either hit or not. Switch Field for Poliwhirl. Now it's turn 2. Poliwhirl mimics Smeargle's Fissure. And then Smeargle himself can go for maybe, like, if he missed the first time, he can go for Mind Reader on this Magikarp. Okay, now we're on turn 3. Turn 3, Poliwhirl can Mind Reader this Magikarp. Smeargle kills this Magikarp with Fissure. We're done. We're good. Turn 4, Poliwhirl Fissures this Magikarp, and then turn 5 this Magikarp comes in. I guess you just have to go for the raw Fissure. The other thing is that maybe Mind Reader gets passed by Baton Pass. I don't know. If that's the case, maybe, like, we could Baton Pass to Spheal the Mind Reader, and then Sheer Cold can kill the 49er? That's also a possibility. Okay, so turn 1, Smeargle, Mind Readers. No, he has to, but he has to Fissure this Magikarp. And it'll either kill it or it won't. Then Poliwhirl can mimic Fissure on turn 2. Smeargle can then Mind Reader the level 49 Magikarp. And then gosh, I've lost track in my head of what turn we're even on. It's turn 2, so Poliwhirl mimics the Smeargle, and Smeargle Mind Readers the 49 Magikarp. So now we're on turn 3. Smeargle Baton passes to Spheal. Poliwhirl, maybe if the 48 was taken out, you Mind Reader the 50, and then Poliwhirl kills the Magikarp the next turn. Spheal kills this Magikarp that turn, and we're done. We won. That implies that the Smeargle fissured this Magikarp and killed it first turn, which could happen. But let's say it doesn't happen. Then what? I think he still Mind Readers the 49. And then he Baton passes to Spheal. Poliwhirl goes to kill this Magikarp. I'm getting slightly lost in my own thought here. Let's just go for it. It's just hilarious that we're using these splashing Magikarps as like training dummies for practicing Fissure and Sheer Cold. When it's just like very much like not needed. You can kill a Magikarp with like kind of anything if it's just gonna splash. Okay, Smeargle, you're gonna Fissure this Magikarp. Spheal, you need to get out of here. Okay, it missed, as expected. Now, Mind Reader, this Magikarp. You, Mimic, this Smeargle. Okay, now, Smeargle, Baton passes to Spheal so that I can Sure Cold the 49 Magikarp next turn. Poliwhirl. We're on turn 3. It'd be great if we can get that 48 Magikarp out of here. Fissure it. Okay, we'll see if the Mind Reader passes. I'm kind of thinking it does, but maybe it doesn't. And if it works, we're still not really gonna know if it really worked or not. Okay, does it hit? Yes. Cool, and now we just Mind Readered that guy, so this is gonna for sure hit. I need to look up how exactly Mind Reader works. Can you Baton Pass it? And like, is it a status on your Pokemon, on specifically that target? Or if you Mind Reader that target, can any of your Pokemon hit it? And does like Baton Pass just like not even matter? Okay, we got an Elixir. I need to look this up. Mind Reader Pokemon. Okay, it's definitely something that has changed throughout the generations, so let's see here. After the user has used Mind Reader, and until its effect ends, see the table below, any accuracy check it makes against the same target will succeed. This means that moves will not miss, even if the target is in a semi-invulnerable turn of a move such as Fly or Dig. Although this effect means moves will not miss, they can still fail for other reasons, such as being protected, or Fake Out being used outside of the first turn, or being redirected by moves or abilities. The damaging turn of Future Sight Doom Desire counts as an accuracy check. Okay. Mind Reader will fail if the target is behind a substitute. Okay. So we have a table. So in Generation 2 and Generation 3, it makes the accuracy of your move 100%. In Generation 4 and 5 and beyond, it makes it so that you bypass the accuracy check. So basically, that's actually kind of crazy. I guess that means in Gen 2 and 3, like, Sand Attack can still, and Double Team can still cause your move to, like, miss? I don't know. That seems crazy. I would think that'd be like part of the whole point of Mind Reader. Okay, so then in Gens 2, 3, and 4, it will fail if the effect is already active. In Gen 5, that does not happen. And then the effect expires in Gen 2. Next move against the target. Gen 3, end of next turn. Gen 4, end of next turn. And Gen 5 and beyond, end of next turn. So in Gen 3, it ends end of next turn. Very interesting. Effect ends when somebody leaves. So in Gen 2, when the affected target leaves. In Gens 3, 4, and 5, when the target or user leaves. So basically, yeah, in Gen 3 here, if one of us swap out, either one of us, Mind Reader no longer has effect. However, it can be baton passed in Gen 2 by the target only, and Gens 3 and 4 by either side. So baton pass, in fact, does work on Mind Reader, but only in Gens 3 and 4. In 5 and beyond, it cannot be baton passed. Which makes sense because the effect would expire the end of next turn, but I guess maybe you refresh it when you baton pass it? It's very interesting. I'm going to keep reading here. In Gen 2, in this generation only, the effect is implemented as a status attaching to the target. So any Pokemon who attacks the target, not just the user, will benefit of this effect. Also, if the move is used, the effect is checked after the following conditions: if Dream Eater is using its non-sleeping target, if Protector Detect is active, or if Dream Eater Absorb, Mega Drain, Leech Life, Giga Drain, attack a Pokemon within a substitute. Therefore, if a move fails in these cases, Mind Reader's effect remains in place. That's confusing. In this generation only, this effect will not allow the moves Earthquake, Fissure, or Magnitude to hit a Pokemon in a semi-invulnerable turn of Fly. The move will miss, and Mind Reader's effect ends. Type immunity is checked before Mind Reader's effect, so this mainly applies to Mew, a non-flying Pokemon that can use Fly. Or via Mimic or Sketch. Okay. So Gen 3, the one that we're in here, only one Pokemon at a time can have the effect of Mind Reader or Lock-On applied to a given target. If another Pokemon uses one of these moves on the same target, the effect will be overwritten for the previous Pokemon and associated with the new Pokemon instead. So basically, in what we just did, if like we had both of our Pokemon, both Mind Reader, the same Magikarp, it wouldn't work. The second one would overwrite the first one, which is interesting. Mind Reader can be used as the first move of a Pokemon contest, causing these moves to score double next turn. Okay, whatever. And then in Gen 4, like in Gen 3, only one Pokemon at a time can have the effect of Mind Reader applied to a given target. In this generation only, due to a glitch, if a move receives the effect of Mind Reader while the target is under the effect of protection, the move will ignore the protection with inverted accuracy. This does not apply to Oko moves. I don't even know what that means. The move will ignore protection with inverted accuracy. I guess that means, like, you have the chance of missing, of hitting through the protect? That's kind of weird. In Gen 5, multiple Pokemon can have the effect of Mind Reader or Lock-On on the same target. I mean, I feel like that makes more sense. Mind Reader will not fail if another Pokemon has used Mind Reader or Lock-On on the same target. It will only fail if the user already has the effect active on its current target. And then no real changes in Gen 7, other than you can, Turn it into a Z move. Huh. Huh. What a funny move. And then, yeah, not very many Pokemon get Mind Reader. Poliwrath gets Mind Reader. Hitmonlee gets Mind Reader. Articuno gets Mind Reader. Breloom, Nincada, Ninjask, Shedinja, Meditite, Medicham. Huh. I thought we were just using a Poliwhirl with Mind Reader. Oh, Poliwag can get Mind Reader via Egg Move. Okay. So can Tyrogue. And Hitmonchan gets it when you Purify it. Which is in this game. We haven't got a Hitmonchan yet. Spoilers. Alright, let's see what we got going here. 31. Donphan Doldrums. Being too tough can be a problem. Let's check it out. Oh boy. We got a 6v6 team here. And we have a 2-turn limit. So clearly we got to do something really special here. 2-turn limit. So we have Donphan with Defense Curl, Rollout, Earthquake, Fury Attack. We got a Starmie with Waterfall, Psychic, Recover, Thunder. Okay, our opponents here have very specific moves. And we've got like this full epic team, but we gotta win in 2 turns. So something funky has to go on here. Yeah, this Magneton's got Sonic Boom, whatever. This Rhydon has Horn Attack, whatever. I mean, Earthquake. This Donphan can use Earthquake. Like, certainly. Maybe Starmie attacks the Rhydon with Waterfall. They send in Manectric. Donphan uses Earthquake. It kills Magneton, Manectric, and Starmie. They then send in Magcargo and Aggron. And then we're on our second turn. The problem there is that if we use Earthquake, I mean, this Aggron will use Protect. It's the only move it has. So will this Victory Bell. So we have to get this Aggron and Victory Bell to come in. Like, and get them killed before the second turn? But how? Okay, this Electrode has Explosion. That's probably part of it. This Metagross has Earthquake. Okay, so maybe we Waterfall Rhydon, and then they get hit by Earthquake. So 3 of them are dead. The Magcargo and Aggron come in. And then we use Earthquake, and presuming that our Earthquake took out the Starmie, we send an Electrode and use Explosion? But then Aggron's gonna just use Protect. Maybe we switch to like one of these fire types from Starmie this first turn. Donphan takes out these two. We kill our own partner. And then we come in with, you know, either Metagross or... or Electrode. Metagross can use, you know, Earthquake. That takes out these guys. Donphan's probably still alive. And then Donphan can use Earthquake on the incoming Aggron and Victory Bell. I think that's probably what happens, because we cannot bring in Aggron or Victory Bell too early. They need to, like, come in on turn 2 and then also get killed. Because if they're in here too early on turn 2, they're going to use Protect. Stall us out. The Magneton lines itself up. Okay, our Earthquake needs to do enough to kill the Rhydon. And it does. Probably should have used Metagross just to do maybe a little bit less damage to our own Donphan, and Earthquake would be enough to take these guys out for sure. If our Donphan lives this, we're fine. Oh, Explosion might not be enough to take out the cargo. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I didn't fully think that one through. Again, this is another strategy you can only do in Gen 3. Get a Pokemon that only knows Protect to come in a turn too early so that you can kill it as it comes in. We got stalled out. Too many turns. Curious what the advice is. Yep. That's basically like, hey, you dingo, it's not explosion, it's earthquake. Get it right this time. Yeah, like, not only do you have to use Earthquake 3 times in 2 turns, you have to, like, not kill too many Pokemon on the first turn. Because if you leave Starmie in and kill the Rhydon, and then they send in another Pokemon, then Donphan kills all, like, you know, their 2 Pokemon and Starmie, but then Aggron's in too early. Okay, now we use Earthquake. And then Metagross is going to go before Donphan. Take out their 2. Donphan's not going to die. And then Donphan uses Earthquake and kills the Aggron and Victory Bell. We've done it. $36. Okay, we're down to like our special discs here. So up through there, do we have all the other discs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 46 is we don't have yet, and then 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Let's see what we can do. The King of Fighting types. The King of Fighting types. The class of the Macho Pokemon. Dynamic Punch, Focus Punch versus Dynamic Punch. Focus Punch. Pretty macho, pretty macho. So... it's a little I think we're just gonna have to get lucky, basically. So Blaziken's faster than all of them. So Focus Punch is pretty safe, because if they use Focus Punch, we hit them first. If they use Dynamic Punch, we still hit them 50% of the time. Breloom, 67. He's slower than everything but the Hariyama. So that one's a little rougher. And then Machamp. He is slowest of all. Well, no, he's still slower. He's still faster than the Hariyama. So basically, if you're faster, use Focus Punch. If you're slower, use Dynamic Punch. And hope it works out. Hold on. Black belt, black belt, black belt. No items. Okay, that's bad luck. That's bad luck. I mean, that's basically what has to happen to us. Like, I assume the side B of this is where the Poliwrath. Wow. See, maybe we should have went for Focus Punch. Yeah. Miss. Yes. Okay, I think he's faster, so let's use Dynamic Punch. Haha. Dang it. Hit him. Yes. Oh, that's enough to take him out, too. Okay, now we're faster. Focus Punch. A winner is us. Yes, because that's what flipping a disc is like. Oh, wait. they've made it more complicated. This changes things a lot. Okay, so we all still have Dynamic Punch and Focus Punch, but now we have other things we can do, and they have a Slack Berry, and we don't have anything. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Okay, oh my goodness. No, he doesn't even have Focus Punch. He's got Reversal. It's Trixie. So he's not going to use Focus Punch. He's probably going to use, like, Endure. We should use Hypnosis to put him to sleep. And then we can just, like, surf him to death. In comes Breloom. He's not faster than us. He's got Spore, which is really bad. But we have Hypnosis, a faster Hypnosis. We also have, we could try hitting him with, like, Dynamic Punch. And yeah, I mean, that could work. Our Hitmonchan has Counter and Mach Punch. And their Machamp has Rest and Bulk Up. And then our Hariyama has Fake Out and Counter. So, I mean, you know, whenever the Hariyama comes in, of course, use Fake Out. And then... yeah, I mean, if the Machamp's going to do anything to us ever, he's not going to be able to one-shot us, so Counter is pretty safe play. Breloom Counter is not a safe play. He can just put us to sleep and Giga Drain us. So yeah, I think we gotta win some Hypnosis hits here. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna hope he endures. If he, like, just goes for Dynamic Punch or something, that's gonna suck. Yeah. Thankfully he missed. And we missed. Critical hit, really? I don't like that. Maybe we should have just surfed from the start. Okay. Aha, we got him. Okay, we got a Dynamic Punch because he's probably just going to Spore us. Okay, we miss. No, he's just going for the Dynamic Punch. Which is enough to kill us. So we still made the right play. mean, I feel we just have to dynamic punch. Tremendous play. Sweet. Does that mean that our focus punch actually goes through and hits the incoming Machamp? No, it doesn't. Shit. Counter. Oh no, he's gonna bulk up. And if he keeps bulking up, he's gonna be able to one-shot us. I don't like that. Focus punch him. I didn't account for this. I should have focus punched first turn. Failure. Okay, what's your hint? What's your hint, game? Fine. I thought that I was. You should try using other moves. Okay, let's just go straight for the surf. I'm just thinking this isn't gonna one-shot. Okay, we got a crit. Never mind. Okay, we got a faster hypnosis coming your way. Dang it. Dang it. Wow, we lived. Hypnosis! Yes! Yes! Focus punch this man. Really good stuff. Is he gonna stay asleep, though? I'm gonna go for Surf. That should kill. He's going for the Dynamo Punch! Okay, Hariyama, let's go. Alright, he's gonna go for bulk up, so hit him with a focus punch. Yes, we got him. PP up. Save. Fossil Fandango. Check. Ooh. We got the Kanto fossils versus the Hoenn fossils. Ancient Power, Tickle, Mudshot, and Water Gun. Ancient Power, Metal Sound, Sand Attack, Absorb. Ancient Power, Mudshot, Surf, Ice Beam. And Ancient Power, Mega Drain, Fury Cutter, Aerial Ace. Yeah, every Pokemon has Ancient Power. Ancient Power, Mirror Coat, Recover, Amnesia. Waterfall, Metal Claw, Ancient Power, Fury Cutter, Ancient Power, Bullet Seed, Confused Ray, Ingrain, Ancient Power, Fury Cutter, Earthquake, Rest. Huh. Kind of interesting. We don't really want to use special moves on the leap because it can either Mirror Coat them pretty easy or Amnesia right up. I guess not that we have anything super good per se that we want to hit with. I mean, if we're able to get Amistar in, like, we can Ice Beam it for really good damage. That's really funny. This Armaldo has 50 speed, but this Anorith has 80 speed? Does Anorith's speed go down when it evolves, or is this just like a really weird EV spread? So our Kabutops is faster than everything they have. This Amistar is faster than everything they have except for their Anorith. Our Kabuto is faster than everything but their Anorith. And our Ammonite is pretty slow. It's slower than everything except for their little leap. Well, Anorith and Armaldo are weak to rock. So we can pretty much just Ancient Power them. And then maybe we'll just leave Laleep on the field until we're able to bring in Amistar and Ice Beam it. Unless it just sits there in Amnesia all days, I don't know. This Cradily, we probably also want to Ice Beam. Shoot, yeah, I don't know. And then what do they have? Because we're not going to be able to check what they have once the battle starts. So yes, the Ancient Power, the Mirror Coat, Amnesia, Recover. Waterfall, Metal Claw, Ancient Power, Fury Cutter. So yeah, Water's going to be neutral on us. Water's going to be good on Anorith and Armaldo. Steel, not good on us either. Bug is not good on us either. Ooh, Bullet Seed is actually has the strong possibility of being able to annihilate us, so we need to focus the Cradily when it's in. Huh. Yeah, Mega Drain, like, yeah, grass moves aren't really that good on them. Well, we're just gonna have to go for it and see. It's a fast Anorith. Oh yeah, that just murks it, man. Okay, once this Cradily starts bullet seeding, we're just pretty toast. Oh, we got the Omni boost, though. That's fun. Kabuto's the fastest thing on the field. That's funny. I'm going to want to be able to Ice Beam that little leap, so I'm just going to, you know, get its special defense to go back down a little. Then we got the speed boost, so we get to go. Well, we do a little more. Bullet Seed. the second Omni boost? That's not going to save us from Bullet Seed. It saved us from Bullet Seed! Oh, but it didn't save us from Ancient Power. Well, it prevented the Almastar we're about to send in from taking that Ancient Power, so that's good. Okay, let's take out the Cradily. Because it's just so scary. Dang. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to, like, die. Who you bullet seeding? Almastar? No. Okay, that's fine. Gale Leap, what are you doing? Not Amnesia. I don't like that. Okay. This should kill. Okay, we want that Armaldo gone. So let's get him gone. What? Wow. Leap? Okay. We'll use Surf. And Ancient Power, I guess. And we got the classic Gen 3 Surf that does not hit your partner. Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, I feel like that you want something more deterministic and like less like, you know, you don't want to go like 12 turns into one of these and be like, oh well, you know, you got some bad luck and so like you're going off the rails basically. I feel like you have to either keep the challenge like really simple to where it's like, yeah, even if there's a crit involved, it's not going to affect things too much. Or just make it so that crits don't happen. Like, maybe in the newer generations it would matter less because crits don't do as much. In these older games, crits do double damage. Newer generations, it does 50% more. So you can probably design the breakpoints to where, okay, even if you get a crit, it's not going to matter. Now, of course, like, if you make it so, like, okay, you have to hit this guy, like, 5 times or whatever to win, and then you get, like, 3 crits, like, you know, there's not much you can do about that, but there's probably some interesting ways you can play around it. Boom, 39. Okay, let's see how it is different this time. So it's completely different moves. So this leap does not have, like, mirror code and amnesia and stuff. It's got stockpile swallow strats, which I don't think is very good. However, it has bullet seed, so that's really good. They get to start with Amistar and Kabutops, while we have our strong guys in the back. That feels slightly unfair. So yeah, we get Bullet Seed. That's really good against everything they have. Let's see, we got Brick Break, Metal Claw, Ancient Power, Fury Cutter. I mean, Brick Break is strong against everything they got as well. And then we got another Bullet Seed user in the back. And Armaldo. So I say we just Bullet Seed and Brick Break to victory. We need to take out their Amistar because Ice Beam is bad for our grass types. And overall, Amistar is just like a really strong Pokemon. I would know. I used one to beat Sapphire, and it was really strong. Kabutops is strong, but it doesn't have anything that's like just super effective on us. And then these guys in the back aren't too bad. So let's just go for it. Okay, Bullet Seed the Amistar, and Brick Break the Amistar. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that unless I wanted to swap them out. Waterfall? Dang, that's just like really bad. Okay, I mean, I guess we get the dead weight out of the way right away, and we get our bullet seeders in. Quick, Lily. Shoot to kill. What I know is we need that Amistar out of here. Didn't get us killed. Okay, that Kabuto is pretty fast. Okay, let's get their Kabutops bullet seeded. Okay, we take that. Okay, we got Ancient Powering. Dang it. If this bullet seed kills Kabutops, we should be okay. Oof. Okay. Well, we should be able to take out the Kabutops this turn, but it's gonna hurt. Ah. Okay, what could I do differently? Because turn one, they just gang up on the Anorith and Armaldo. Get advice. Inflict as much damage as possible using the Pokemon out first. Okay. I don't think Ingrain would help. Ingrain is like the same amount as leftovers. And they're killing us way too fast for that, I think. Okay, let's use Bullet Seed. Does this Anorith have, like, Protect or anything? It's gonna use Ancient Power and Waterfall on me. I can switch to Cradily. But then he's gonna take, like, kind of a whack ton of damage. Yeah, let's try it. Because Anorith could at least be useful against the little Pokemon that come in later. Okay, so Ancient Power, Cradily can take one of those pretty okay. Unless that happens. Okay. Well, from that range, Waterfall probably kills. Gosh dang. We cannot lose Cradily like that. Okay, hit 5 times. Oh boy. Going for a little leap. Oh my gosh, the Omni boost. Just kill me now. Like, and Amistar can just one-shot Armaldo just like that. Okay. I think we better just cut our losses on this run. Alright, see you later, Isaac. I might as well see what we can accomplish here. See if Brick Break can do us any good. Right, he was Omni boosted. Wow, Water Gun does that much, huh? Let's cut our losses. Okay, battle again. I think we just gotta sack the Anorith from the start. Just let him double up on it. Stop with the Omni boosts. Like... Sure, we'll... Send in Cradily just to see how much Amistar does to him with Waterfall. Oh my gosh, just 2 times. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, this is not working out. I feel like you have to get pretty lucky on this run. Come on, you need to hit more than that. Like, we do not want the Kabutops to get an Omni Boost. Like, that much is clear. We don't want our Cradily to be taking just free damage either. So let's try again. If what I'm doing is the correct route to just, like, let Anorith and Armaldo die on turn 1, then this is a disgrace to them, basically. Okay, Laleep, I'm gonna have to trust you to be able to Bullet Seed the Amistar, because Cradily is going to Bullet Seed the Kabutops. Please don't get a crit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thank you for killing it. Okay, Bullet Seed, the Amistar. Ice Beam does not kill us. Water Gun, that's fine. We might have this. Oh gosh, that did more than I was hoping. Okay, Ammonite. Yeah. Okay, can we go a thing without getting a crit against us at a crucial moment? Because I feel like if that Laleep would have just lived and killed the Amistar, we would have won. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We did get lucky last time in that we hit 5 times on the Kabutops and killed it. Like, that was definitely useful. The thing is, I feel like it was just kind of, like, necessary. We live? That's crazy. Okay, they had to waste a whole turn killing the Armaldo. Thank you for killing it. Okay, now, Kabutops. Get it off the screen. Thank you for living. Ammonite, don't. Little Leaf, if you would have just lived. If you would have just lived. Mega Drain. That's not going to do anything. Okay, maybe things are going to be okay. Because we got a lot of health. Mud shot, that's fine. That's nothing. Okay, we are slower than the Ammonite now, so this is bad news. But the Kabuto should perish. Okay, and I think we got this. It can still crit and win against us, so that would be unfortunate. Good. Very good. Max Ether. Or as I would call it as a kid, Max Ether. Okay, it's getting late, but I think we have time to maybe finish these. You see, we only have kind of a lot left, actually. Let's do more. Oh, we got the Kanto starters versus the Hoenn starters. Frenzy Plant, Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, Poison Powder, Blast Bird, Aerial Ace, Dragon Rage, Bite, Hydro Cannon, Flail, Earthquake, Blizzard. Tons of just iconic moves. I don't know about Flail, but Leaf Blade, Aerial Ace, Dragon Claw, Thunder Punch, Blaze Kick, Rock Slide, Sky Uppercut, Bulk Up, Muddy Water, Earthquake, Ice Beam, Hyper Beam! I mean, I can just Sludge Bomb the Sceptile to take it out pretty easy. And then when they send in Blaziken, I can send in Blastoise, and for Swampert, I can send back in Venusaur, and, you know, things are looking pretty okay. My Venusaur is actually slower. So maybe I actually swap to Charizard at first. Oh, Rilgum Tower. How fast is our Charizard? Oh, not fast enough. I'm just gonna stay in. If our Sludge Bomb doesn't kill, I'll swap out. That's unfortunate. I want to keep the Venusaur sort of, you know, healthy for the Swampert, because I feel like we need it. Now here's the problem here is I think Sceptile's gonna Thunder Punch, but hopefully we just, you know, live. Blaziken. Or faster than Blaziken. Oh my gosh, critical hit. Aerial Ace, I'll take it. Okay, Dragon Rage would have done more. But Dragon Rage can't critical hit now, can it? Frenzy Plant. Crazy move. This just seems like a good opportunity. Like, it's the end of Gen 3. You kids might not have all these Pokemon with these epic moves. Let's just give you an opportunity to see like what Frenzy Plant and Hydro Cannon and Blast Burn looks like in 3D. And it was cool and we loved it. So there you go. Rare candy. Okay, it's at least it's looking like the same moves. Except the Venusaur has sleep powder instead of poison powder now? That's not fair. And then mirror coat instead of flail? That's not fair. Okay, well, and they're starting with Charizard against our Sceptile. That's not fair. Dragon Dance as well? That's not good. Well, I feel like we just swapped to Swampert turn 1. Because otherwise, like, oh, we're going to get off a Thunder Punch, and then we get Blast Burn, and then we don't have a play against Blastoise. Yeah, this definitely seems like it's going to be a difficult battle. Okay, get the Sceptile off of the screen. Dragon Dance, that's unfortunate. Bite, that's not going off of your boosted attack. You're just going for flinches? I don't appreciate that. Not one bit. Swampert, come on. Thank you. I don't know if this kills. Probably not. Okay, Swampert, you can bust through this flinch. You son of a gun, dude. Okay, he has to recharge. Interesting. So the problem here is that he can go for sleep powder. Yeah, I gotta swap out. Because I need the Sceptile for the Blastoise. This is gonna do pretty good damage, is the problem. Please don't poison. Thank you. I can start bulking up. Let's just go for Blaze Kick, see how much it does. Right, Blaze Kick isn't even going to get boosted by Bulk Up anyways. Don't know what I'm thinking. The leech seed took a second to trigger, so made me think it wasn't gonna happen. Huh? Are we speed tied? How did that happen? It's fine. We actually don't need Blaziken anymore. Okay, so now here's our current conundrum. Leaf Blade's not going to kill, and he has Mirror Code. So I'm going to go for one Aerial Ace, and then a Leaf Blade. That did nothing. And he's got Blizzard. I'm a fool. Two Leaf Blades would have just done it. Critical hit! Yes! Leaf Blade has a high crit rate, so there's that. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, the dream team of legendary birds. But it's us against them, and they're a higher level. Hydro Pump, Mirror Code, Icy Wind, Facade, Fire Blast, Swagger, Stomp, and Roar, Thunder, Bite, Roar, Double Team. Mind Reader, Sheer Cold, that's disgusting. Thunderbolt, Drill Peck, Thunderwave, Light Screen, Agility, Endure, Overheat, Wing Attack. Okay. Well, we don't have anything to Mirror Code on Articuno. The only thing it can actually do to us is Mind Reader, Sheer Cold. So if it ever gets a Mind Reader on us, swap out. I mean, I could just swap directly to Raikou and start double teaming. I don't think there's anything wrong with that strategy. And then I could just start thundering, and Thunder does good on most things here. The only thing we don't really have much for is the Zapdos. Like, it's quite fast. Maybe Suicune can take it out with a well-placed Mirror Coat. Unless it starts drill pecking, I don't know. Oh, and of course, Moltres has Pataya. Articuno has Chesto. Screw that. switch straight to Raikou. Because if what I was reading correct, Mind Reader actually does not bypass Double Team? Maybe? I'm gonna eat my words right here. I can feel it. Yeah. I almost feel like I should give up right now, but I'm doing the scouting. Okay, the Articuno is faster. Okay, we gotta swap. If it's gonna use Mind Reader, you gotta swap. Gosh, that did nothing. Okay. If it's gonna Mind Reader, you gotta swap. Rest, right. Well, that sets us up well enough. Right, they have pressure. Wait, you're just gonna go for the raw dog sheer cold, huh? Okay. Let's do a do-over. What is your advice? Thanks. I learned that already. Okay, I'm lowering his speed back down to neutral, just a +0. So he feels the need to get it back up. Which is interesting. I mean, I thought he would have sheer colded after using Mind Reader. Hey, don't just raw dog the sheer cold. This isn't strategy. Like, Got him down. Okay, Zapdos for faster than, and it can't really do too much to us. So I'm gonna double team. Okay, great. Let's Thunder. Dang it. Okay, we have a double team up, so theoretically it should miss at some point. And, you know, our Thunders aren't that inaccurate, so they should hit at some point. Oh, good gosh. Well, now we gotta stall that out. Missing. As long as your light screen's up, I might as well have more value in just double teaming. Thank you. Okay, light screen wore off. That's good. So now we can start thundering. It's paralyzed. That's really great news. Nice. Rolled well. Now, one more Thunder should just do it, I think. Right. Okay. Bite it is. We take that. Actually hitting. Okay, so at least the last Pokemon we have is Suicune. Hydro Pump should do it. Okay, buddy, you're already faster. No need to agility. Yay. So now here's the issue with this. If it's the same move sets, then that means I'm gonna have to like win by using Sheer Cold, which seems like it'd be iffy. Okay, we don't have that. We got Ice Beam, Substitute, Protect, and Agility. No item. Thunderbolt, Drill Peck, Thunderwave, Light Screen. I think that's the same. Agility, Protect, Overheat, Wing Attack. The Protect is different. Also, we're now lower than they are, so that's why we can't use Sheer Cold. Thunder, Bite, Quick Attack, Double Team, so we're starting at a disadvantage. Like, Thunder is kind of good on everything. Fire Blast, Swagger, Stomp, Roar, that's the same. Hydro Pump, Mirror Coat, Icy Wind, Rain Dance. Rain Dance was not a thing. If that was a thing, I would have set that up so Raikou could hit with Thunder. So we need to hit Suicune with probably Zapdos. Getting Zapdos in there to set up a light screen would be pretty swell. Because anything they're really doing to us is mostly just special attacks other than Entei's Stomp. Although our Zapdos is definitely faster than their Raikou now, so I think that's clearly what we're supposed to do. But I don't know, like, Zapdos doesn't have any moves that are effective on Raikou. Articuno can Ice Beam it. Zapdos can Light Screen and Thunder Wave it. Moltres can overheat it. It's kind of the only... It's the only one who... like, overheat would even be good on. I mean, I guess same with Ice Beam. Maybe we stay in, we use Agility, and then we start Ice Beaming until we die. We come in with Moltres, use Agility, and then overheat until we die. And then we use Zapdos to take out the rest of the team. Yeah, this seems hard. Crazy what just like a little bit of changes make to like really flip the script. Oh gosh, he's actually going for double team. I don't like that. I mean, I feel like we should substitute now. Because he's going to use potentially Thunder and, you know, maybe miss. We can PP stall him out of Thunder pretty easy. Dang it. Okay, it's out of Thunder. That's really great news. Dang it. It only has one double team up. Just putting that out there. There, now it can't flinch us. Come on, dude. I cannot touch the Raikou that has one double team on it. And I can't call. They thought of that to raise my accuracy. Brother. Brother! Oh my gosh. Son of a gun. Whatever, protect. PP saw you out of bites if I gotta. Oh, now you hit. Ooh. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. It's got one double team. When I was using Raikou, I got one double team and it didn't help at all. Yes, I'm gonna bitch and moan. Kill it. Thank you. Thank you for dying. Stomp. Stomp must do more than... Okay, Suicune might be able to take one Thunderbolt. Our light screen's still up, so we should survive, like, you know, a Hydro Pump. Let's just go for it. You might use, like, you know, Mirror Coat or something, but... I don't know. That's our fate if so. Okay, good. Rain Dance. The rain continues to fall. I love that little panning shot. It just seems so real, like the way the camera zooms in. It feels like very not video gamey. It feels like kind of more of a real stadium. I'm surprised that Raikou didn't just really screw us, but I guess we had the right strategy with PP stalling out the Thunders. Alright, so we have not made it through all the battle CDs yet, but it's getting late. It's about 11 p.m. where I am. So we got pretty good progress here. Pretty good progress. We got all the way up to through 43. So that means there's 7 left. There's 44, 45, which we have right here. 46, which is in the post game. 47, 48, which is right here. And then 49, 50. To just kind of preview what we got, let's just check some of these CDs. We got Raikou. We got the Gen 2 Legendary Beast versus the Gen 3 Legendary Golems. Explosion strats. I imagine side B of that will be swapping the sides there. And then with the ultimate Latios and Latios both hold a Soul Dew, and we have to fight them. The issue, here's the thing, like back in when I was a kid, there was no way to get a Soul Dew in your game. The only way to get a Soul Dew in your game was with the Eon ticket, which nobody had or knew about, and it was impossible to do anything with. Nobody I knew had it, and I sure did. I just knew it existed because of this game and Cerebi and stuff, and guidebooks that are just like, oh yeah, you know, the Soul Dew, it does all this stuff, and you can't have it. So yeah, we got Lugia and Ho-Oh versus Soul Dew equipped Latios and Latios. Latios and Latias, which Soul Dew's busted. It like, gosh dang near doubles your special attack and special defense or something if you're a Latios or Latias. So, really, really crazy stuff. Not sure how we're supposed to win this. Maybe Icy Wind to slow them down, and I'm not sure why you'd ever use Reflect. They don't have physical moves, and yeah. Sacred Fire is not going to do much. Anyhow, and then, yeah, 48. Whoops. Gosh dang. 48 is probably going to be that script is flipped, and then 49. Oh, interesting. Can you beat this combination? It's a Jump Bluff and Ninjask versus Groudon and Shiftry. Shiftry's got Solar Beam, and so does Jump Bluff, so we can fire those off because Groudon's on the field. We also probably have Chlorophyll. We got Sleep Powder. Groudon has Earthquake, but both of our dudes are flying, so that seems kind of odd. Protect, Frustration, Ancient Power. That's kind of a scuffed Groudon, and then Exploding Shiftry. So we probably just protect first turn because it's got Fake Out, and then maybe you Sleep Powder some dudes, or Solar Beam the Groudon, and maybe you substitute with Ninjask to try to live, and maybe Shiftry uses Explosion, and you need to guess when that's going to happen. I don't know. And then here, number 50 versus Kyogre. Got a Quagsire with Earthquake, Waterfall, Amnesia, Protect, and Lantern with Thunder, Hydro Pump, Confuse Ray, Protect. We're going to be able to just fire off those Thunders because it's raining because of Kyogre. Kingdra's got Hydro Pump, Dragon Breath, Ice Beam, Protect, and Kyogre, who's got Hydro Beam, Thunder, Ice Beam, Protect. So, very similar moves here. Pretty good here. I got to assume this Quagsire does not have Water Absorb. That would make things too easy. Yeah. Every Pokemon has Protect. That makes things complicated. I mean, Quagsire probably needs to get off an Amnesia as quick as it can. Could try Confuse Rang, but otherwise we just need to Thunder that Kyogre. And maybe do some strats for Lantern Protects and Quagsire Earthquakes. Fun stuff. Kingdra's always such a hard to deal with Pokemon. Just look at that. Look at that bulk. It's gosh dang nearly as bulky as Kyogre. Not on the special side, but still. Alright. Let's save it for now. And with that, I will bid you guys adieu until, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, I'll see you later.